Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. Sims 4 video. This is like the end. Lucy gets her home. So we're gonna do one last supercell just to make a little bit more cash. And then we're gonna truly sell and move. I looked on the, I can't remember the name of the website. It's a Sims 4 one. There are 3 64 by 64 lots. 2 of them are in Windenburg. 1 is in Del Sol Valley. There are a few more hidden ones that you gotta do some tricks to get to. I wasn't worried about that. I don't particularly care for Windenburg. I just think it's too dark. It looks like this right here with the cloudy. This is how Windenburg always looks to me. And it's difficult to design there because of the lighting issue, but I like the world itself. So it was that or Del Sol Valley, and I can't stand Del Sol Valley. I just can't stand it. I'm not the least bit interested in that pack, except for some of the cool things that went with it. You know, I had to do this twice because greedy me. Are they going to give me the money for all my items? They better give me the money for all my items. Should I just sell everything and then move? It was crazy. Like, you are being so petty right now, and it's a game. Stop being silly. So I trusted the mechanics and I said, all right, let's just do this. So the fires I was going to get rid of, but my goodness, look at this family. They have 4 doggies. There's no way I'm going to, and a little girl. I had no idea. I didn't know. I can't find these worlds. This is the one in Del Sol Valley. And there's an old lady living there. She looks like Agnes Crumplebottom, but she's not. And I didn't want to kick her out. That's rude. That would be so horrible for an old lady to lose her home. So let's go back to Windenburg and we'll kick the Valerials out. The dad's dead, even though he shouldn't be. So I don't know what's going on here. I think it's a brother and a sister and her husband. But I don't know how he takes her name, so I'm lost. I don't know how this game works when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then I kept thinking, how do you... I don't want to move in with these guys. How do you get rid of them? I just didn't know what to do. I haven't done this in a while. I usually just build. And then I remembered, oh, it's right, you can evict them. So I just kicked them out into the world. I hope that's okay with everybody. They're grown adults. They can take care of themselves. They have lots of money. So yes, everything's fine. You will get your money. It's crazy. It's not a cheap lot though, so I'm losing some, but I'm gaining some. I like to say furnished because then I assume I get more money. If you say unfurnished, you're not going to get the money for the belongings. So here's our lot with the ugly house on it, and we're going to get rid of that ugly house. Ugh. Bye-bye. You can do this. You can do it. Just do it. Everything is, the process is right. It will work out. I'm just so intimidated by it. I don't know. And then I always make sure to flatten the lot. Make sure there's no bumpy bumps. And there she is on her new land. Yay! We did it. Now the question becomes, what am I going to build? What should I give her? And I think I've mentioned in the previous videos during this Let's Play, I did not want to go crazy. And look how pretty. I ended up using MC Command Center because it was really raining hard. And that's why we have a double rainbow, but I've never seen one of those in the game before, and I think it's gorgeous. So we have that. Yay. However, I have to... Oh, I don't know if you're going to be happy with this, but... Can I please use the excuse? It's not even an excuse, it's the truth. I was dead yesterday. I could not stay awake, and that happens to me once in a while. I think I just run myself down or something, I don't know. So this might look familiar to some of you. I'll put the link in the description in case you haven't seen that. This is one of my builds. This is one of my previous builds, but I really liked this house. I went to the gallery thinking to find something massively extravagant from the gallery. I would have obviously given credit to whomever I chose. And this is not a diss on everybody who uploads to the gallery, but I couldn't find anything. It was either way too extravagant or just not meeting the criteria of extravagance. I don't know how they categorize things in that game, but it was showing the 64 by 64 lot, and I just wasn't getting anything. So I looked in my gallery, and this is just one of my favorite builds. I never get to use them. I just build them and throw them up on the gallery and then move on to the next one. However, this was a house. I updated the bed. I gave her top of the line things. But this home already had quite a few of them in there. So she's got a fancy sink, fancy toilet, fancy bed. I switched things around a little bit. She has her computer, but I didn't have a computer desk this time. We brought those two pictures. But she has top of the line computer this time. I just couldn't find a space. I could find a space. I just didn't like any of the spaces I was finding for the desk. And then upstairs is all bedrooms, but I chose to turn one into a gym, and nothing spectacular because while she is active and loves the outdoors, she prefers being outside. So she still has her, whatever that's called, that spa day chair where you sit and meditate. I gave her these and a TV, and she's come in here 3 times to watch TV. She's not exercising, but she wants to go jogging. She wants to be outside. I gave her a bike, and she loves riding that thing everywhere. But she will not use the exercise equipment, so I'm a little confused by that. But I think if you've been with me since part 1, you know that my game is acting mighty peculiar. And we're getting a lot of weird hiccups and glitches and snafus. It's not an expensive home. It was only 129,000 simoleons, but I think the beauty is the area, and again, being outdoorsy, that's where she would want to be, and that's what she'd want to look at. Caleb has been to this house twice already, and she did meet a few new girls her age, young adults. They came to the housewarming. I hate to think that I disappointed you guys. I didn't mean to do that. I just could not lift my head up yesterday. I didn't get good sleep the night before. I had a horrific nightmare. And I was just so sluggish. I just couldn't function. But I'm not unhappy with this choice. I hope that you guys don't mind that I'm not unhappy with this choice. I like this. I think it suits Lucy. Why not? And she's very happy. She's very happy with the house. She loves the decor. She seems energized and happy now, so that makes me happy. But I figure, as a final farewell to Lucy, let's buy a lottery ticket and see if she wins it. Is that okay with everybody? I sure hope it is. I hate saying goodbye to her. As tough as that 1 million simoleon challenge turned out to be, 58 days, I bet you any money that no simmer has had to wait that long to make 1 million simoleons. It's kind of embarrassing. As much headache and struggle as that was, I still had fun, and I'm going to miss her when she goes. I forgot to save her to my gallery though, but that's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure I could recreate her if I wanted to bring her back someday. Because as I was dumping the save file into the garbage can after all is said and done, I thought, oh dear, maybe I could have done a baby challenge with her or something. But you know what? I think that way about every single sim I create and play with. I hate to leave them. So today's the next day, and we get to find out eventually if she wins the lottery. Wouldn't that be funny? She doesn't need to win the lottery, but I want to send her out on a good note. And winning or not, it's been a good note for her. She did a lot, and so she deserves what she has. I just am uncomfortable with her being alone, even though she wants to be alone. I don't know where I want to go next, though. I think I'll just maybe build something now that I'm recovered, and I should have built for this one. Sorry about that. Alright, the results are in. Who's the winner? Clement Frost. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end here. I appreciate that, and supporting my channel. Subscribe if you're interested. Like the video if you did. Take very good care of yourselves now, and have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.